ESPN baseball insider Buster Olney joins us. And Buster, you have covered the Yankees and Andy Pettitte's run with this team extensively. How surprised was the team about Pettitte's ultimate decision to retire and not return for his 17th Major League season?
Linda, they were disappointed but not surprised because of what Andy Pettitte told them at the end of the 2010 season. Now, in previous seasons, he had told them at the end of the year, look, I'm going to wait before deciding whether or not to retire. What he told Brian Cashman at the end of the playoffs last fall was, I'm pretty sure I'm going to retire. Don't wait on me. Now, he did work out, as he just referenced, in recent weeks, and he was thinking about coming back. But ultimately, on Wednesday night, he called Hal Steinbrenner, the Yankees owner, to tell him he was going to retire. Hal tried to slow him down and said, look, you can take your time before you make this decision. But Andy was resolute to the point that I've had people in the Yankees organization tell me, look, this is not going to be a Roger Clemens, Brett Favre situation where suddenly in midseason he's thinking about coming back. They think Andy Pettitte is done for good.
So what's plan B? What will the Yankees try to do next to boost their rotation with spring training just over 10 days away?
Linda, what they're going to have to do probably is just wait. The best free agent pitcher available is Kevin Millwood, who had a 5.10 ERA for Baltimore last year, and he's asking for $4 to $5 million. That doesn't interest the Yankees. They could call the Philadelphia Phillies and make an offer for Joe Blanton, but there are concerns about how Blanton's stuff would translate in the American League East. So what the Yankees will do is to go to spring training, see how the competition between Sergio Mitre and Freddie Garcia and Bartolo Colon goes, and they'll wait for a trade to emerge either in spring training or sometime during the summer. And what makes this absolutely clear is the Yankees need A.J. Burnett to have a big-time bounce-back year after being so disappointing in 2010. And they do like where his head is at now as he prepares for the 2011 season.
All right, let's turn our attention back to Andy Pettitte. As we look back on his 16 big league seasons, should he end up in Cooperstown?
Well, his numbers are absolutely borderline. 240 wins with a 3.88 ERA. Those are very close to what Jack Morris's career numbers are, and Jack Morris is having trouble getting enough votes to get consideration for the Hall of Fame. I mean, certainly Andy's backbone, the backbone of his candidacy needs to be what he did in the postseason, 19 career victories, more than any other pitcher in the history of baseball. Linda, it's almost a waste of breath to have this conversation because it's pretty clear that a large block of voters, maybe 40 to 50%, have basically decided they're never going to vote for anyone who's linked to the use of performance-enhancing drugs. And in Andy Pettitte's case, he linked himself. He was in the Mitchell Report. He's acknowledged using human growth hormone 2 different times. And that means that most voters, a large chunk of voters, are not going to vote for him. And as we've seen, Mark McGwire acknowledged using performance-enhancing drugs last year, and he polled 19% this year. That's why I think Andy Pettitte's never getting in the Hall of Fame.
Wow, that's Buster Olney with the latest surrounding the Yankees and the retirement of the great Andy Pettitte.